in the white community, we all know intuitively that we might get caught with some marijuana or something like that, but because of who we are, we get off. The black kid in South Dallas doesn't get off.
Right.
And once he's in the system, that magnifies and grows, and it goes. You're either going to go one way or the other. But we all like to believe in second chances, but only some of us get them.
That's true.
And so if we believe in redemption, if we believe as people of faith that's our mandate, that if that's what God did for us, then we're supposed to do that for one another. Then let's get busy.
George, and building on that point, what if you don't even have to do anything wrong? Right? I have my own personal experience with this very recently.
Did you?
So I was out with my daughter canvassing.
Right.
For the political candidate that I was backing in just this last race, and I wanted to expose my kids to the participation in democracy, showing that it doesn't just happen overnight, but it takes us work, collective participation and equity within this system in order for it to really abound. And I was walking in my neighborhood and got to one house. At this time, my son, we had to run him back because he had to use the restroom, so he stayed at home, so it was me and my daughter. Two reasons why I wanted my kids with me. One, I wanted them to have that educational experience, but the second was because I'm a black guy walking around a mostly white neighborhood. I was in Addison at the time, suburb, just north of here. And I knew that there are things that I have to do to make myself non-threatening.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And me having my kids with me, and I had a process. The kids go ring the doorbell. I stand back 3-4 feet away. Allow the person comes to the door. The kids say hi first. We're all wearing our stuff, so it's very clear why we're here. And then I talk, and then we engage. Right. So I was taking those steps. We had an interaction with a lady who did not like us being at her house. They had a no solicitation sign. Canvassing is actually not soliciting, we weren't breaking any rules or anything like that. She yelled at us. My daughter and I, we walked away. We said, have a nice day, and we knew not everybody's going to be great to you, but the vast majority of people had been up until that point. Moved on 2 houses later. We're walking to continue our work, and then we see a police officer pull up. And police officer gets out. He walks up and he says, hey, got a call that there were some suspicious people who were doing some illegal soliciting in the community. And I said, hey, we're not soliciting. We're out working with a political campaign. He said, do you have a permit? I was like, no.
Permit?
I don't. Okay, right? So I was like, no, I don't have a permit. City ordinance, you got to have a permit to do this. So you have to stop. And I didn't have any information to challenge that right then. And I'm with my daughter. I look at her face, and she's crestfallen. Police officer walks away, and my daughter and I were about to start walking back to the car. I stop and make a real quick video saying, hey, we were told that we just had to stop. We're pretty sure who called the police on us. But we're gonna go find another neighborhood. I'm trying to cheer her up, and to her credit, my daughter, she was plucky, and she was excited to go to the next place. But as we kept walking, I was like, you know what, let's just sit down and check it out for ourselves. We looked up the ordinance, and turns out you don't need a permit. Turns out political canvassing does not fall in the solicitation laws.
Right, but the police should know that.
They absolutely should know that.
Yeah, right.
Well, the interesting thing was, do I begrudge the police? He didn't know his stuff. Okay. He's got to come and check it out when somebody calls in.
Right.
The question is, why were the police called?
Right, exactly.
Right?
Right.
And did my race have something to do with it? I don't know. But I can tell you there's a whole set of experiences where I've had the police called on me, or I've been tailed for doing things that a normal person should be able to do in this country.
Driving while black, walking while black, working while black. I mean, these are the things that white people really do not have. any personal experience with,
Yeah.
that it's not when you're doing something wrong necessarily. It's just that you are who you are in spaces that feel somewhat threatening to people who are white. We could go on. I can't believe we're out of time.
Oh my God!
It feels like we're just getting started. Byron, it is a pleasure to be in the city of Dallas with you and to know what you're up to, and to be in good league with you as well. Let's keep working together for the common good.
George, I'm looking forward to it, brother. Bless you, man.
Thank you, Byron.